Good afternoon, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood California Mojave gardener. Now, the reason why I'm on here today, I am going to make something, but not on camera. I'm sure some people are wondering about the pickles that I made on the 21st of this month and of the ghee and the pineapple jam that I also made. So let's do some taste tests. Okay. Now, I did 2 quarts of pickles. Here they are. Give you a close up. Flip it upside down, so you can see all the spices and all the good stuff. This one is spicy because it has, as you can see, it does have red pepper flakes in it. This one is a little spicy. Just a little bit. I mean, you feel it, but you don't. And it's only because of the black peppercorns that are in it. Which you can leave them out. So I wanted to do a taste test live and on camera for you. And then also the ghee that I made. This is my second pint that I'm using because I already used 1 pint up. This is the second one. And this is what was left that I didn't have any pints to put the pineapple jam in. And we're going to do some taste tests. So first, we're going to do some taste tests of this little baby right here. And as you can see, they are in spears. And this is the regular cucumbers with the black peppercorns. So let me pull one of those out so we can do a taste test, because I'm sure there's some people wondering how it came out. Okay. You know how pickles start to make your sebaceous glands start flowing? Definitely makes your mouth watery. Now, it doesn't taste like the dill pickles that we're used to. It tastes like the kosher pickles. Now, the dill pickles you would have to use, instead of the half-half ratio of half with water and half with vinegar, I do believe the dill pickles, if you want dill, you might have to use a little bit over, as far as on the vinegar side. So instead of 1 cup of vinegar, you might do, say, 1.25 cups, and then 3/4 of water. You can do that. You just can't you can up the level of vinegar, but you cannot lower the level of vinegar to be under the amount of water. Like, you can't do 1.5 cups of water to 3/4 cups of vinegar. You can't do that. Because 1, your pickles is not going to come out right. 2, you're going to get botulism. And we don't want botulism. This pickle's good. So, don't do that. You can do equal portions. 1 cup to 1 cup. Or you can do 1.5 cups of vinegar to 1/2 cup of water. You can do that. The higher acidity, that's good. the higher the acidity, the more protection against botulism. So vinegar is on the higher side of acidity, okay? Which the lower the number, if you had the chart here and you had, say, alkaline, well, from your point of view, alkaline to acidity. When you hit 4.6 on the acid side, you start to move out of the high acidity range. High acidity is like 4.6 down the numbers. The less amount of numbers you have on that table of acid and alkaline is where you're protected against botulism if you do it correctly. From 4.6 all the way up to, I think it's 12 or 13, you are in alkaline territory. Now you got a situation where you can get botulism, and you have to put something high in acid to move something, like, say that you're packing chicken, that you're gonna can. You can can cooked or raw chicken. Say you're gonna can raw chicken. Okay, guess what? It's on the alkaline side. But instead of, if I can chicken and I decide to make chicken with cilantro and lemon, it'd be sort of like tortilla soup. It'd be like that, where you just put lemon into it. Lemon is a high acid. So now you done brought something that was alkaline back down to acid. And then if you use acid, say if you do decide to put lemon in something, use the bottle. Don't use the fresh lemons, because fresh lemons, depending on varietization, it moves. It can, one of them could, like the Meyer lemon, for example, the Meyer lemon looks like lemon, but it's sweet. So it's more on the, I would say it's past the 4.6, and now you're like 4.8, 4.9, 5.0. Now you're on the alkaline side. So that wouldn't be a good choice. But if you use the bottle, you know what your acid is. You can look and you can tell what your acid is. And you want to be more on that side, on the acid side. You want to be 4. I say, to say on the safe side, 4.5 on down in numbers. The higher numbers you get, the more you can get botulism. All right, now that I've explained that, let's try spicy. Can you see it? Spicy. And about once every, anytime I go in the refrigerator, which isn't too often, the refrigerator that we have in the garage, I don't go out there too often, but when I do, I go, I grab it, give it a good shake, hit everything down, then go ahead and eat one if I want to eat one. Now, ooh, look at that. Yummy for your tummy. Whoops, did I do that? Yes, I did, but that's okay. This is the naked truth. All right, let's pull one of these out. Put the top back on it. That's good. Almost forgot to tell you. When I made them up, I did add a bay leaf in each of them because I know when you go to the store and you buy them, ooh, I can feel the heat. When you go to the store and buy them, that you usually find a piece of bay leaf or a whole small bay leaf or maybe a large bay leaf. Either way it goes, you usually at the bottom with the seasonings, you usually always find a bay leaf. Even though the recipe didn't call for one, I had them. I threw one in there. Just like the recipe doesn't call for red pepper flakes, it doesn't call for black whole peppercorns. It's got my salivaceous working. But I throw them in there anyway. Okay. That's the difference. Okay, I got you. The one with just black peppercorns, you're going to feel a slight tingle on the tip of your tongue. I put in the same amount that I put in all the other ones, which was 1 teaspoon. I put in 1 teaspoon. The spicy, I could have did 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but I was like, eh. So what I did was I put half a teaspoon. And that still, it's got a little kick to it. Now with the spicy, I feel it in the back of my throat. I definitely feel it. It's wearing off. But the more you eat of the spicy ones, I do believe the hotter it gets. So, get that out the way. Then you say, well, Angela, what about the ghee? Let me show you. I had some this morning and yesterday. All right. Okay, why am I wasting everything? It's the naked truth. That's what we do. Everybody else, you don't see them wasting anything because they edit. I don't edit. You get what you get. So, it smells like butter when you go to the movie theater. Remember, the water and the milk solids are cooked out of the butter. And this is what they call liquid gold. It's shelf stable. No, it was not in the refrigerator. It was down here in my shelf with all the rest of them. See? Got some more. That's what's down there. And it really does. Let me tell you something. Whatever you use butter for, when you use ghee, and especially when you make it yourself, because they're always having sales on butter. If not the margarine, not the butter with olive oil, butter, real butter, and you make it yourself, if you do it right, this is what you're going to get. It's smooth, as you can see. It's smooth, it's pliable. Look at that. And my house is kind of hot, and we still doing good. Here we go. Okay? So it definitely is smooth, it's spreadable. When you're done with it, yes, it should smell and taste like very strong butter. If you smell or taste anything else, when in doubt, throw it out. That's what they say when you do canning. When in doubt, throw it out. Now, this isn't canned because I knew I was going to be using them. So none of the ones that I made is actually in a canning lid. Canning lid is the silver lid with the ring, and that you can push it in the middle, and the middle just bloop, bloop. Now when that stays down, you got it canned. But since this is shelf stable, because I did it right, I can just put a regular twist top on it. Okay? And if you eat something where you like, say you're making mac and cheese, and you put butter in mac and cheese, or you're making baked fish and you put butter on your fish before you bake it, I'm advising you, unless you want a strong taste of butter, use half the normal ratio which you would use normally. So if you use 1 tablespoon, use a half a tablespoon. You use 1 cup, I would say maybe you want to drop that down to a half a cup, because it is strong. But if you really like that buttery, like if you're making biscuits, go for the regular amount. If it calls for 1 tablespoon, give it 1 tablespoon. Because ain't nothing like no buttery biscuits, no buttery pancakes. Do you? All right, my friend right here. Now, I got this recipe off of YouTube. Her name is Homestead Hart. That's the channel. Mr. and Mrs. Hart. They have a garden. They have chickens. They have dogs. They have cats. They have their own little farmland. She shows you. Go into YouTube. Go into Homestead Hart. Put Homestead Hart pineapple jam. She will give you the step-by-step, and just follow it. Pause it when you need to pause it. When it comes back, click it back, go to the next step. That's what I did. I've got pints. I've got 1 pint, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the one I gave to a friend of mine, 5 pints. And this will be considered, because it was full all the way there. I've been eating it for the past 2 weeks. I'd say this is a quart. Right now, it is sitting at almost a half a quart that's left in here. Smells like pineapple. I would say it is on the sweet side. Now, I did take, instead, I had, what was it? 5 cups of pineapple. And you're supposed to do, and it's only 2 ingredients. 2 ingredients, nothing else. No pectin, no nothing. Look at this. See that? No pectin. I didn't have to buy pectin. 2 ingredients, pineapple and sugar. That's it. You're supposed to put in equal amounts of sugar to pineapple. So I had 5 cups of pineapple, and I pushed the pineapple down. 5 cups of pineapple. And instead of, no, wait, I take that back. I had 6 cups of pineapple. So, if you want it really, really triple sweet, she says put equal amounts of sugar. So that would have been 6 cups of sugar. But I didn't want mine really, really, really sweet. Because remember, the sweetness isn't just coming from the sugar. It's also coming from the pineapple. It's coming from the pineapple juice that's in there. From the pineapples. So I put in 5.5 cups of sugar. Next time I make some, I think I'm just going to put, and it comes out to say 6 cups of pineapple. I think I'm going to just go ahead and add 5 cups or maybe even 4.5 cups of sugar. And she says usually the pineapples we get is half green and half yellow, which is true. So because Good Lord, I'm tongue-tied today. My garage is hot. I just let them sit right on top of the refrigerator we got out there for a week. After a week, I was ready to go because it was all yellow. The tops of it started to dry out and get a little crazy. That's how I did it. And even at 5.5 cups of sugar to 6 cups of pineapple, still makes it incredibly sweet. Woo! I need a piece of pizza. I need to break that up. Felt like I needed to go to the dentist. But let me tell you something. I've never had pineapple jam before. This is so good. It will make you slap your grandmother and say, Grandma, why you ain't never made this? Now, if my mouth watering again. Now, if you don't like pineapple, she has a recipe for grape jelly. Has nothing to do with grapes. You literally don't need any grapes. All you need is Welch's grape juice, some sugar, and I think like 2 apples. Let me tell you something. Homestead Heart is on some stuff. Then you also have, now, let me inform you who I look at on YouTube. Lead Farmer 73, Lady Lead, that's Lead, lead, as in lead. Roots and Refuge, Whispering Willow Farms, Mary's Nest, Linda's Pantry, Prep Steaders, one word, Prep Steaders, Turf Therapy, giving shout outs. Hey, y'all doing the thing. And then they have people that they watch. And we're all in this community together where we're canning, we're farming, we're learning to take care of lawns, vegetables, animals, doing the thing. Okay? Whew, that's good. Sorry. So. That's good. If you want to learn any of those skills, those are the people that you need to go to. If you want to learn about bees and say you want to keep honeybees, you can look at Lead Farmer. You can look at Emmy Made, Emmy, E-M-M, Emmy, E-M-M-Y, Emmy. Emmy Made. She has Emmy Made Japan. In Japan, she got Emmy Made. You can look at those. She tells you how to winterize your bees, how to feed your bees, how to keep your bees up. Very good. Also, here's the carrots that I steamed and dehydrated at the beginning of this month. I happen to run into these 1 gallon amber by ball. It has your cups and your pints here. It's got a cute little decoration. It's got your milliliters there. These I did this month. These are mushrooms. These, I just sliced them. Aldi had a sale on mushrooms. I didn't care what kind of mushrooms they were. I like mushrooms. So what I did was I wiped them off real good with a damp cloth. Cut them. You don't have to cut them triple thin. I cut them to about right here. Put them on dehydrator, which is that little beauty right there not being used, which is going to be used when I'm through and making this video. I'm making banana chips. Then I'm gonna soak them in lemon, cut them up, soak them in lemon, put them on a hydrator, dehydrate them, and then I'm gonna pulverize them into powder because they're gonna go along with my blueberries. So this summer I will be making smoothies. Now I have another one of these that's down there. It's all the way in the back. I don't feel like getting it. It has new potatoes. They also have a sale on potatoes. When somebody has a sale, go to the sale, get your stock on. Okay? You can go to Wally World to get a dehydrator, which doesn't cost that much money at all, which is reasonable because that's my second dehydrator. It's very reasonable. I steamed my my new potatoes. I cut them just about that thick. Steamed them, took them out, put them on there, stuck them on the dehydrator. Dehydrated them, put them in one of these, put my seal cap on it, sucked the air out, wrote what they was and the date, and they're underneath my cabinet. For, it's going to be hot. You don't want to make chicken soup or broth, or not broth, but beef stew, and your whole entire house is hot. It's going to be up in the hundreds. So, to minimize that, I've already cooked the vegetables and dehydrated them and sealed them inside. Now, if you have one of them little packs, you can put one of them little packs in, which I didn't have one, so I put my top on top and suck the air out of them. Stays just as good. So, that's what I'm doing because we're not going to get caught off guard again when they close down the whole entire city and we ain't got no food because we've been shopping for the last month day to day. No. I'm going to do me one big shopping, and then I'm going to start breaking down my vegetables. I'm going to start taking meat. Angus hamburgers that are about a half an inch thick, so I think it's like a half a pound. 10 of them for $10. The good ones. Over here at the Brothers store. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Get some of those, stick it in the deep freeze. Then when I can, get what do you call those? The vacuum freezer bags. I'm going to toss them into there, close it up, seal it, take all the air out of it, put what they are and the date. And if I season my meat, sometimes I season my hamburgers ahead of time. I have like Chipotle burgers, buffalo burgers, regular burgers, lemon pepper burgers, whatever I feel like. Write that on there, throw it back up in there. Takes less space. And you know what you're getting, and you can season it how you want. So, food, storage, and preservation. And don't forget to go to the 99-cent store and get your hydrogen peroxide, okay? And you want to get one that is, 3 to 5%, okay? Clean your vegetables and your fruit. And then also, I've had these apples for like 2 weeks now. And because I put them in, in the green bag that you can get from the Brothers. You know what I'm starting to talk about. they still good. They're not soft or anything. So I might think I'm gonna add those with the bananas and just dehydrate all that at one time, because I still got to put lemon juice on them anyway to keep them from going brown. Bananas and pears, apples, anything that is really, really sweet, you might want to do that. Then I'm going to see who has a sale on oranges. Clean them on the outside, soak them in some hydrogen peroxide, clean them down real good, slice them up, put them on a dehydrator. You can take those and put it in the tea. Or if you have something that you need oranges in. There you go. Preserved. Ooh, this is good. Alright, this video is 30 minutes and it's 30 minutes too long. I'm going to get up off this thing. I got some stuff to do. So I just wanted to show you that. Those are good. Like I said, they're not classified. I wouldn't classify them as dill, but kosher, yes. And they still have that crunch. I wish I could let you hear it. Let me see. I'm going to walk over to the camera. Be right back. All right. Here's one. Here we go. All right. Woo. Woo. I think y'all heard it. Ooh, that one's spicy. And I'm going to go put them back in the refrigerator. I've been sitting this on my counter for the past 2 days. My house has been hot. And long as it don't smell rancid, that means I did it right. So, don't forget, make you some pineapple jam. Jam. Oh, jam. And come on in. Jam with me. Alright. So, I'm getting up out of here. And I got some stuff and some work to do. This is first time gardener. First time canner. First time food preservator, storager, California Mojave gardener. Only thing that I ask you to do is like and share this video with friends who might have a hard time, buying food and the prices are so high that they want to start preserving so they'll have it for their family. So then all I have to do is go underneath their shelf. At some point in time, I am going to make some of my famous beef stew. And then what we're going to do after we make it, we're going to can it. But I'll give you a heads up so you guys can come along on that journey with me. All right? Because my beef stew, woo! I might add some venison in that too. I haven't made up my mind yet. Working on it. Venison's good. Don't hate. Appreciate. So you guys go ahead and have a blessed day. It's hot up in here. My air conditioner has been on for a while. I don't know what it's doing. But you guys have a great afternoon. Be a blessing to somebody. Oh, like my t-shirt? Just to let y'all know, I have the right to this t-shirt. Because Sweet Frog yogurt, frozen yogurt, they sell their t-shirts. So I'm supporting them because I like their yogurt. So I bought a t-shirt. So the t-shirt's mine. And by me walking around and being on Facebook and YouTube in my shirt, it's promoting. I'm not getting paid for it. I paid my own money for this t-shirt. And I'm not taking nothing off because somebody at Facebook or YouTube don't like it. When I bought it from Sweet Frog, when I paid for it, I was authorized to wear it. Just like you authorized to wear any of your clothes that you buy. So, just saying. You guys, I'm on here too long. You guys have a blessed day, and I shall talk to you later. Nothing but love. Ciao. And I don't know if I said this or not, but I'm going to say it again. If you are on Facebook or YouTube and you're seeing this, please like and subscribe. That'll help promote the channel. Please also share the video with other people. They would love to see it. And I know you're saying, what are you reading? I'm not reading nothing. I'm just looking at my face. My sister told me that I need to look towards the camera over here, but I'm doing this with my phone, and it just looks funny to me that I'm talking to a big old, well, a little itty bitty round circle, and when instead I could just look over here and just look at the actual camera. All right. Be blessed. Bye-bye.